Oh, yeah.
Last night in the JV game, that window broke and came right down on the storage unit.
Oh, are you serious?
They put a new one and it was a tall one.
Oh, God.
And it must have gotten attached to the real window.
That's something else. Did it shatter? No.
How about you get up? How about you get up? What's that? Warm up?
Welcome back, folks, for game 2 of 2, this exhibition matchup between the Findlay Trojans at home. Peewee Gold against the Shaker Heights 12U AA. George Homewood takes place off for the Trojans. He's got Schwab and Shape out there. Grace and Sloan back on defense.
Oh boy.
And that puck is sent down the ice shortly after that face-off. So we'll have an icing back in the Findlay defensive zone. Goaltender for game 2 is Finn Biggs. Findlay played hard, dropped a close one though, 2-1 in the closing 2 minutes of game 1 on a breakaway goal. And we're going to have a tripping penalty there, it looks like, on Findlay. So early on, first period of game 2, we're going to get a look at the Trojan penalty kill. As Schwab goes to the box for a minute 30 for tripping. Line changes out. Grace and Sloan still out there on defense. Homewood and Cooper out there as forwards. Puck is dropped. Cooper gets it back to Grace. 2 players from Shaker Heights on him. Shot centered. Finn Biggs with a nice cover there. And save to keep this all tied up at 0-0 early on. We'll do this face off again to the glove side of Finn Biggs. Cooper positions. Shot, though, from Shaker. George Homewood has it. Gets it out of the zone, but a little too much sauce on it, so that's going to be an icing. And we'll come back and do it again, this time from the blocker side of Finn Biggs. Fort and Burkhart now come out on defense. for the Trojans. Cooper and Homewood remain as forwards. And Cooper to take the face off. Puck is dropped. Gets it back to Fort. Fort sends it hard around the boards. Homewood over there chasing. Shaker Heights gets to it first, sends it back into the corner. Centering pass, tipped aside. Shot, wide. Shot again. Nice leg save by Finn Biggs. And then errant pass. Fort gets it out of the zone. Shaker Heights looking to reset. Whiffed on that pass. Homewood there on the forecheck. Cooper there along the boards as well. Findlay still a man down for about 30 seconds. Entering in the zone is Shaker Heights. Shot, and it hits a spot where Biggs was not, so that's going to be a goal, power play goal for Shaker Heights. Negate the rest of the penalty as Findlay goes down early, 1-0 on that power play goal. Ricky Nichols now out to take the face off for the Trojans. Tries to get it back to Webb Sloan, but intercepted by Shaker. Shaker centering pass. Laura Teagarden gets that away up to Rylan Peterkowski. Peterkowski flips it down deep into the zone. Teagarden there on the forecheck. Collects that along the boards. Now Peterkowski battling as Shaker Heights tries to bounce this out of the zone, but Webb Sloan with a nice pinch gets that down there and away from Shaker Heights. Now Rylan Peterkowski as it gets it over to Laura Teagarden in the slot, but stick on that shot. Popped it straight up as it goes to the corner. Now Eddie Homewood there trying to keep this in, and then kicked away by Shaker. Webb Sloan there up the boards to Rylan Peterkowski. Surveying options, nice little drop pass there, and a shot. Oh, and then a follow-up rebound and a save. So nice little drop pass from Peterkowski to Nichols. Shot by Nichols as Rylan crashes the net, almost gets one in to tie this game up. Good effort there by the Trojans. So Shaker goaltender forced to cover. Cooper out there now with Archer and Beach. Grace and Ford out there on defense. Archer tried to take that face off and get the shot off, but that got blocked. Now Cooper's got it. Sends one towards the net. Shaker goalie forced to play that. Now trying to get it out is Shaker. They do. Had somebody cherry picking down there like they did all first game. But good defense and back checking by the Trojans to keep that out. And then Fort with the nice play on it. Grace gets it up the boards. And then sent back by Shaker. Shaker tries a shot there. Centering pass and shot. Nothing doing. Cleared. Archer, nice pass. Gets it up to Cooper, but then number 6 from Shaker Heights sticks it away from him. Now, forcing a shot was Burkhart. Shot goes wide. Up to Archer. Cross ice pass to Cooper. Cooper now takes the outside. Met with resistance. Burkhart has it. Gets the puck down in the zone. And now bounces out to the middle after bouncing across a couple bodies. Homewood there tried to intercept that pass. Good effort there by George Homewood. And Sloan gets in the mix. Centering pass tipped away by Harrison Shea. And sent back into the zone again. And knocked out by Sloan, but then Shaker collects. Now trying to reset and intercepted by Homewood, George Homewood. Hank Schwab now in the corner as Homewood sent it deep in the zone, wrapped around the boards. Burkhart down there now too. Battling along the boards, trying to get that puck down deep. Here it passed whiffed on, and then jumping up with Sloan. And then Nice shot from the point by Homewood, but that was George Homewood, but then kept in, or knocked out. And then they've got a little bit of a foot race here, and Burke right there push him to the outside. Backhand shot, kick save by Sloan, and then kicked out of the zone by Schwab. Or saved by Finn, rather, sorry. Now Sloan forces them outside on that attempt. And now collected by George Homewood. He's going up the middle. George still with it, battling through. Sends it deep behind the net. Ricky Nichols now in pursuit. That intercepted by Sloan. Sloan's got a little bit of room. He's going to look to take a shot. Nope, he's going to dump it down. And then kept in. Pinching was Eddie Homewood along the boards. And then that puck leaves the zone. Nichols has it. Gets it over to Henry Fort, who's got some room. And he dumps it and tips it down deep into the zone. Shaker's got the puck now. Wraps it along the boards. Eddie Homewood there to try to collect, but they knock it out. Ricky Nichols now. Back, gets it over to Fort. Fort tried center and pass intercepted, but way off sides with Shaker. So we'll have a neutral zone face-off. Ricky Nichols takes face-off now for the Trojans. Got Peter Kosky and Teagarden out there with him. Loose puck knocked around. Centering pass. Kicked with a boot. Great save by Biggs, who was there. Nice play by Fort in the corner there. Gets it up to Peter Kosky. Chips it along the boards. Interference, but no call. Nice play there by Homewood to thwart that centering shot. Then sent back into the corner and wrapped around the net where Shaker collects. Henry Fort there. Good effort with the stick by Fort. Ricky Nichols has it now. He looks to go opposite ice, chip it out to Teagarden, but that's just sticked aside by Shaker. Nice play by Eddie Homewood to get this puck out moving forward. That's going to go down the length of the ice, though, and probably be an icing, and it is. So we'll take this all the way down to the glove side of Finn Biggs. Mason Cooper out there now with River Archer and Mason Beach. Cooper wins the faceoff, sends it back to Ben Grace, wraps it around the boards hard. Trying to get to it is Beach. Bounces off a couple players back in the corner. Shaker has it now. Centering pass, tipped forward by Webb Sloan. Nice second effort by Sloan as Mason Beach goes. Tries to take it along the boards. Sends it into the offensive zone, but then Shaker knocks it back out. And then Mason Cooper with a nice little play there. And he flips that down deep into the zone as Beach is down there along with Archer in pursuit. Archer gets it back to Sloan. Sloan takes a shot, rips one, and that's going to be frozen by the goaltender for Shaker Heights. So we'll face off to the glove hand side of the Shaker Heights goaltender. Mason Cooper to take this face off. George Homewood, Mason Beach down there now as forwards. Grayson Sloan still out on defense. Battling for it are the Trojans. Kept in by Sloan. Sent up to George Homewood. Homewood with a shot. Loose in front. Still got it. Tried the wraparound. Beach was there too. Tried to get it in front. Just couldn't get a stick on it. Sent it behind the net. Then it got sent out to Grace, who came down to pinch and stopped that play. And then Aaron whiff on a pass. George Homewood takes that. And now Ben Grace knocks it back to Homewood. Now Homewood's got to try to center pass in front. Beach tried to get something out, got a stick tied up. Kept in, oh, and then out. And then just heaved into the zone by Ben Grace. Good second effort as he gets tripped up. Now Webb Sloan has it. He's going to try to move it along the boards. He's getting held up. Now Ben Grace has it. He gets crosses center ice and fires it down into the zone. Wraps along the boards. Mason Cooper there as well. Webb Sloan able to keep it in. Bounces it off the player and it bounces out of the zone. And now kicked away by Shaker Heights. And nice defensive play by the Trojans to thwart a shot. And now sent out of the zone with a good second effort by Mason Cooper. And then it's off of a skate. Hank Schwab back there in pursuit on the forecheck. And then a nice save by Finn Biggs on that shot. And then as they try to get it up there, Fort tried to get up to Nichols. That was a good effort, but Fort's got it back. He's going to fire that down towards the net. Shaker picks it up. Burkhart there trying to get that shot off, but nice play there by Fort with the stick. And then that puck sent out of the zone by Hank Schwab. Looking to reset is Shaker. And they'll send it down deep into the zone and chase. Burkhart's got it now. Chips it up to Peter Koski, but then bouncing off the boards with it is Shaker. Now puck loose in front. Nice move there by Peter Koski. Trying to get that puck across center ice. Met with some resistance. And now Fort collects it, moves it up to Peter Koski, who then backhands it deep into the zone. Now coming down the pinch was Eddie Homewood. Good play there. He's joined by Laura Teagarden down there along the boards. Teagarden now pursuing that puck down in the corner. Ryland Peter Koski has it now. Sends it in front. Oh, off the side of the net. As he had Mason Cooper racing to the front. But that gets kicked back into the zone. Webb Sloan collects. Sends it up the boards. And now Shaker with it behind the net, and then poked in front away by Webb Sloan. Now Mason Cooper looking for a little bit of space. He zigs and he zags. He's across center ice now. He's joined by Laura Teagarden. He's going to send it back down into the zone. Archer's in pursuit there now down in the corner. Now Archer's got it. Flipping it down the zone. And for an icing is Shaker. So with 1:18 left here in the first, we're going to have a face-off in the Findlay offensive zone now to the blocker side of the Shaker Heights goaltender. Minute 18 left here in the first. Puck is dropped. Cooper tried to get it over to the wing. Archer now battling for it in the corner. Puck comes out. Cooper's got it. Off the pass, sends it back down behind the net. Fort's there. Puck is loose. Shaker trying to get that away. Pops out to Fort. Fort bouncing puck. Had to put it back down into the corner. And then there's Fort again there to knock that puck away. It's loose in the middle. It's collected by Archer. Archer tries to take a shot, and that just bounces off of a player from Shaker in front. So now George Homewood's got it. Good pressure by Findlay here. It's lost in the skates in the middle. He's tripped up. No call. And now Shaker's going down the edge of the ice. Nice play by Cooper to knock the player off the puck there. And then Cooper's got it. As he makes a guy turn, and then his shot gets blocked by the stick of the Shaker player. That pass. River Archer thwarts that. Now Ben Grace is back there too. Gets collected by Shaker as they try to break out, and that's going to be the end of the first. So after one, Shaker up 1-0 on a power play goal early. As teams will talk about it, switch sides, and we'll come back for the second period. Welcome back to the start of the second period. Teams have switched sides. Ricky Nichols out to take the face off for the Trojans. He'll have Peter Koski and Teagarden with him. Burkhart slowing on defense to start the second period. Puck is dropped. Gets it over to Teagarden, but then knocked forward by Shaker. Burkhart's got it now behind the net. He sends that out in front, unfortunately, and a shot by Shaker goes wide. Slap shot from atop the face-off circle. Now Nichols has it. He looks to go behind the net. Now he makes a turn, tries to dump that in the corner of Peter Koski. Peter Koski's got it. He flips it to some open space. Teagarden in pursuit now on the forecheck. Trying to slow them up. Puck now at neutral ice. Sloan trying to get it forward. Peter Koski's got it. He tried to send it away, but now pushing to the outside is Burkhart as they try to get a wraparound. Burkhart's still on him. Pushed him outside. Puck is loose now. Nichols has it. He's trying to move through center with it. Shaker sends it back to the defense to reset. Sloan gets up there, jumps that puck, and he's got it now. So he jumps forward. He goes around the end, gets a little shove. Nothing happening with the whistles there. Then he dumps it back behind the net. And then now sent opposite side. And a nice play by Burkhart there to knock him off the puck, but then Shaker collects again. And then Mason Beach back there to chip it at him. And now chipping that puck out of the zone is River Archer. Now Archer's coming through. He's still got it. Nice little move by Archer as he sends it deep into the zone. Shaker collects again. Mason Beach there on the forecheck. Burkhart comes down to pinch. That puck shoots out towards the middle, but collected by Schaefer as they, again, with another cherry pick pass, try to get that down in there. Then shot too far forward. Burkhart's got it in his skates. Sends it off the boards over to Beach. Beach now trying to get it forward, but then knocked forward by Cooper. Cooper gets it out of the zone. And now, almost offsides there as Shaker had a player leaving. Burkhart's got it now. He's going to get that up, off of a skate as his centering pass to Beach takes an odd bounce. And then collected again by Mason Cooper. Mason Cooper's got it now, tries to chip it forward. He does. And now Burkhart's back. Nice play by Burkhart to get that player off the puck. And now he's battling with him down in the corner. And then that puck intercepted by George Homewood. And now Mason Cooper has it, and he dumps it back to George Homewood. tries to chip that along the boards. He does. He gets it away from the player, but Shaker Heights still comes up with it. Now Burkhardt in front. Nice poke check again, but then it goes over the stick as it went right back to the player for Shaker Heights. So that'll bring this to a score of 2-0 with just over 10 minutes left here in the second period. George Holman with the faceoff, tried to push that through. Then Shaker collecting, sending it up the ice, but Fort gets it over to George Homewood. He tries to chip that puck forward to Hank Schwab, who chips it back out of the zone, but collected again by Shaker. And now George Homewood comes out with that puck. He's still got it, trying to get it over to Hank Schwab. Got held up. And now nice back checking there by Harrison Schaaf as he and Fort were there to thwart that breakaway. And now battle at the blue line as the Trojans get it out. Ricky Nichols now has the puck. He's skating along the boards, getting pushed to the outside, but looking to make something happen. He backs up. He's got Archer up in front, and he's got Sloan. Sloan tries to take a shot. Oh, it goes off a skate, but just in front. Schaaf couldn't get a stick on it. He sends it back out to Ben Grace. Ben Grace sends it back down to the corner and right behind the net. Now it's to Rylan Peterkowski, who tried to send it back in, and he's battling along the boards with it, and now pops back out to, nope, back in the corner still. Now it's out to Laura Teagarden. Teagarden tries to get a shot on it. That gets stopped. Now Peterkowski sends it back out to Sloan. Sloan tries to get one on net. That bounces just behind the net. Tried to chip it in. Was Teagarden sending it out in front? Oh, backhand shot. Peterkowski just missed just on the outside. Ben Grace keeps it in. Tried to send that one forward. Hits the player's skate. And then it's going to be iced by Shaker Heights as they got some tired bodies out there. So we'll have a face-off and some fresh legs down in the Shaker Heights defensive zone. Ricky Nichols takes the face-off for the Trojans. Puck is dropped. They get it to a winger. Back over to Eddie Homewood, who brings it, tries to get that back down in the corner. He does to Teagarden. Teagarden tries to send it deep. They're still battling along the boards. Comes back out to Homewood. He sends it across the middle, but that shot is intercepted. And now going back to it is Fort. And they're going to call a hook on that for some reason, even though he didn't get the gloves and stayed pretty low. So we'll get another look here at the Trojan power play, or penalty kill rather. As they'll have Sloan and Eddie Homewood out there with Mason Cooper and George Homewood. Puck is dropped. Cooper takes face off, gets it back to Archer. Archer knocks it around the boards, gets it over to Mason Cooper. Mason Cooper knocks it out of the zone. Now he's trying to get to it first. He's still got the puck. He sends it down deep into the zone. And he's going to stay in pursuit as the rest of the Trojans hang back on this penalty kill. Now Eddie Homewood jumps up to get that. Mason Cooper has it still. He's still fighting for it. Now it gets chipped out by Shaker Heights. Nice play there by Webb Sloan to prevent that breakaway. And now Shaker looking for a shot in the middle, and they get the rebound, and that's going to be another goal for Shaker Heights. So that's going to bring this to 3-0. About halfway through the second period. Mason Cooper out now to take the face off for the Trojans. He's going to beach an Archer with him. Burkhart and Fort back on defense. Puck is dropped. Cooper tips it forward, trying to get it to Homewood, or to Archer rather. Chips it into the zone. Archer's got it. Now puck set in front, but Shaker Heights intercepts.
Body.
Nice play by Fort to knock the player off the puck. Centering pass, tried to get that out. Was Findlay, but intercepted by Shaker. Now shot, gloved by Finn Biggs. Good save by Biggs. Puck is dropped. George Homewood now with the face-off. He's pushing hard down the length of the ice. Shot, great save on that coast-to-coast by Shaker, and Finn stayed with it, made a great save. Now chipped out of the zone by Fort. Shaker forced to reset. Whiffed on the pass there. Burkhart's got it. He's going to go behind or around the net there. Gets it to Schwab. Schwab's going to get it out of the zone. And now pursuing is George Homewood on the forecheck. Keeps it in. Knocks it back down into the corner. Shaker there. Now Fort there to try to pinch, and he does, and he gets it deep down into the zone again. Now Schwab's got it. He takes the shot. That bounced off somebody over to Homewood. Oh, blocker save. Burkhart there chips it back in, but it falls to a player for Shaker. In front, shot and score.
That's begging pretty hard. Why don't you beg some more?
Oh, shot and a score off of that play there too. So that brings this to 5-0 in favor of Shaker.
Let's go.
Puck is dropped. Shaker has it now, sends it deep into the zone. We're going to have a penalty probably for holding here on Shaker, for holding the stick. Yep. So we'll get a look at a Trojan power play here.
Yeah. Keep talking. Oh, right.
We're going to have a bench minor as well on Shaker. Or a player misconduct, one of the two. Shot from the point, Sloan on that. Centering pass. Ooh, hits the side of the goal. But then Teagarden there, nice play in the corner as he gets the puck. Tries to send it up to Homewood, but that just bounced errant. But Cooper's there to knock it back into the zone. And then to ice it will be Shaker. So we'll have another face-off here in the Shaker, or in the Findlay offensive zone rather. This time to the glove hand side of the Shaker goaltender. Mason Cooper takes the face-off for the Trojans. Puck is dropped. Shot from the point by Homewood, and Teagarden there for Findlay finds the back of the net. Got some ground to cover, but that's a power play goal for your Findlay Trojans. Now puck is dropped. Shaker's got it. Still have a player in the box for a personal conduct penalty, but the goal negates the original penalty, so. Now George Homewood has it. He's got some room. He's got Mason Cooper back with him too. Shot. Oh, and a save by the goaltender. Nice hustle play by George Homewood. Coach for Shaker Heights calling for physicality here. You heard it on the camera. Ricky Nichols now takes face off for the Trojans.
Go!
Nice save by Biggs on that breakaway. Now River Archer gets it out of the zone. Ricky Nichols there. Mason Beach moves it forward up to Archer. Then sent in. Now Archer still coming away with it. Now Ricky Nichols has it. He's looking for some space. He tries to fire a shot. That runs into a lot of traffic. Gets kicked aside. Now Nichols there in the corner. Homewood sends it back down. Mason Beach now taking the opposite side of the net in pursuit. Fort back there as well. Nice play with the stick by Fort, but the player gets away. And a great save by Finn Biggs. Shot from the point, blocked by Mason Beach. Beach now hustling. He gets a shot on that sticked aside by the goaltender, and back checking is Beach as well, disrupting that play. Nice play by Homewood to stick that aside as well. Now Mason Cooper in pursuit in the corner. Now Henry Fort has it. He flips it down. Stopped at the blue line, shot from the point. Finn Biggs sees it, covers it, and he'll freeze the puck with 2 minutes left here in the second. Mason Cooper takes face off for the Trojans, gets it over to Teagarden, gets it over to Sloan. Shaker's there though, pokes that away. Shot from the point, blocked by Mason Cooper. He's looking with a head of steam to go get it. He's got Teagarden with him. Oh, tried to pass. Homewood's back there with it now. Nice following the puck. Shot by Homewood just over the goal. Teagarden's now got it in the corner. He gets it over to Sloan. Back to Teagarden. Good spacing. Tried to tip that forward. And there was a hold of the stick, but no call. As they tied him up as George Homewood was going for that puck. Now Mason Cooper takes face off for the Trojans. Knocks it back to Homewood. Over to Burkhart. Burkhart fires a shot. That goes off of a player for Shaker Heights. Still in front though. Now knocked to the corner. Shaker Heights tries to get that down. Burkhart's got it in the corner. Wraps it up. Sends it back down. Now back out again. Shaker Heights tried to clear it, but Webb Sloan stepped up. Knocks it along the boards. He's still got it. Now sent over by Homewood. Back to Cooper. Oh, and it hits off of a player's skate and goes back as he tried to get it to Sloan. Now back out, cross ice pass. Now Burkhart's got it. Burkhart chips it down deep into the zone, collected by Shaker Heights as they take it back by the net. And then nice diving effort there by Homewood to knock the puck away. And then Cooper's got it. He gets it back to Sloan. Sloan tries to get it out of there, and then it's knocked away. Burkhart's got it now. Burkhart tried to knock it clear, but then that gets poked away. And then gets back and poke checks that away. Centering pass, nobody there. Then Mason Cooper collects. He tries to get it out of the zone, off the boards, collected by Shaker's defense. And now tipped out of the zone by Laura Teagard, and that'll pretty much do it here for the second. As we move to intermission, teams will change sides. Findlay got a goal this period, but still down 4 as we enter the third, but still plenty of hockey left. All right, welcome back for the start of the third. Teams have changed sides. Ricky Nichols out takes face off for the Trojans. He's got Peter Koski and Archer with him. Grace and Fort back on defense. Finn Biggs in goal. So we get ready to start the third. Puck is dropped. Knocked back to Grace. He knocks it along the boards up towards Peter Koski. Then over to Nichols. Nichols looking for a shot. Oh, following it up is Shea. Oh, just missed. Kick save by the goaltender for Shaker Heights. Now Nichols has it. He tries a centering pass to get it out. Shaker Heights does too, but then Grace is there to knock it back in. Knocks it back behind the net for Shaker Heights. Shafe is there too. Now Shaker Heights trying to break out. Nice job there by Nichols. And now Peter Koski has it. He's going to turn. He's going to get it over to Shea. Harrison's going to try to get towards the net here. Centering pass in front. Peter Koski's there. He chips one up. Oh, just over the net. Tip back in front. Oh, collected by Shaker. And then nice play by Fort with the stick to knock that aside. Ricky Nichols had it. Oh, and it got poked away at center ice. And then again, Fort with a play, but it's going to get caught with a trip. we'll have a look again at the Trojan penalty kill as we've got Homewood and Sloan out there on defense, and Homewood and Cooper out there as forwards. Cooper takes face off, tries to knock this back to Sloan. He does. Sloan puts it into the corner. And now nice play by Homewood, and they're going to call a penalty on that for some reason. So we'll have 2 in the box for Findlay. Hear the strategy there from the bench. They're going to work the perimeter. And they're going to move that across to the outside. They're going to look for shots. Shot in front and a score on the rebound by Shaker Heights. So that'll negate 1 penalty. But still another penalty for a minute 21 here, as Trojans are down 6-1 here in the third. Mason Cooper out now again to take the face off for the Trojans. Puck gets knocked aside. Shaker has it, looking for an opportunity. Back out, cross ice pass to the point. Shot off of Mason Cooper's leg. Good block there. Laura Teagarden has it now. Now he pushes it forward, trying to get there. Did get it out of the zone though. Nice effort there by Teagarden. And Shaker will put it deep into the zone. Then Grace has it. He chips it aside to the boards, tries to get it to Teagarden. Now Teagarden again, active stick, moves that out. And then Mason Cooper has it, and he's going to knock it against the boards and out of the zone. So forced to reset is Shaker. Just over 30 seconds left here in this penalty kill as they dump it back down into the zone. Webb Sloan there. He'll collect, send it around, but Schaefer was there to get it. Now they're behind the net. Now bouncing puck in front, sticked aside by goaltender Finn Biggs. Then Grace sends it around the net. Laura Teagarden there, trying to chip this puck out. Now Webb Sloan has it. Closing seconds of this power play, or this penalty kill, rather. Now Shaker has it. Now coming out off the box is George Homewood. He's got a head of steam. He's trying to make something happen. He's getting leaned into. Tries a backhand, or a wraparound rather, with the backhand. Gets sent in. Fort has it now. He's got it out to Beach. Shot. Oh, just wide. Burkhart there now to pinch. Burkhart keeps it in. Burkhart centers it. Not much on it. He's got it back. He tries to take a shot. That bounces off of his skate. Beach is over there. He tries to send one forward. That bounces off of his skate. Hitting a lot of skates today. Now trying to ice it. Oh, a nice effort there by Homewood to keep it in. If he does, and it's collected and centered, and then they're going to ice it. They actually put it on net, so that puck is still live. Biggs gets it up to Findlay. George Homewood now bumped off the puck. A couple players missing now. In front, shot by Shaker, blocked by Biggs. Kicked out by Homewood. Beach has it. He's going to send it down in the zone. He gets taken down by a trip. So Findlay is going to have a power play opportunity here. Nichols take the face off for the Trojans. Peter Koski and Archer out there with Burkhart and Fort. Trying to get that puck back was Nichols. Peter Koski sent it toward the net, but collected by Shaker. and that's going to be an icing. So we'll take this down and do it again. Nichols again with the face-off for the Trojans. Puck gets knocked back. And now Burkhart played on the puck as that got kicked to neutral ice. Good job there to hold that up. Oh, we're going to get a penalty here now. They're going to call an interference. And then Burkhart touches the puck, and that'll stop the clock as we get an interference call. So we'll skate 4-on-4 here for 52 seconds. Sloan and Eddie Homewood out on defense now with George Homewood and Harrison Chafe out there. Puck is dropped. Homewood in pursuit, but Shaker gets it down to the corners, wraps it all the way around the boards, loses the puck in the meantime. And we're going to have another penalty. So now we're going to have 4-on-3 for 39 seconds here. Harrison Chafe with that face-off. He knocks it up to the top of the zone, collected by Shaker. Webb Sloan tried to get that out. Shaker collected again. Now shot wide by Shaker from the slot. They're going to try and set up again, top of the face-off dot. Trying to get another shot and tipped in. Well, negate one of the penalties, but still a minute left. So we'll go center ice for another face-off. Findlay down 7-1 with 7.5 minutes left here in the third. 8 seconds left of the Shaker penalty. Mason Cooper takes the face-off. He gets around the opposing team, dumps it down deep. Laura Teagarden now back on the forecheck. Hustling behind. And collected by Mason Cooper. And he sends it in. And that should be an icing call. They're not going to wave that off, unfortunately. Now sent out to the point by Shaker. Now tried to tip it out is Findlay, and they do. Nice effort there by Cooper and Teagarden. 17 seconds left here on the penalty kill. Trojans trying to get this puck out. Shot, gloved by Biggs. 5 seconds left on the penalty kill. Minute 6:33 left in the third period. Ricky Nichols now with the face-off for the Trojans. Puck is dropped. He tried to tie him up. Puck got to the corner. Fort chips it up along the boards. Hank Schwab back there trying to play along the boards as well. Picked off by Mason Beach. He's tripped up like crazy. Hand up. Shaker touches it. So now we've got a power play opportunity for the Trojans here. as 41 for Shaker goes to the box for tripping. So we'll bring this all the way down to the length of the ice to the glove hand side of the Shaker goaltender. Ricky Nichols to take the face off for the Trojans. He gets it over to the corner. And then Henry Fort, nice job holding that in, sends it back deep down in the zone. Hank Schwab back there. Shaker bringing it forward. Man down, gets across center ice, dumps it in. Around the boards. Ben Grace makes a play, gets it over to Ricky Nichols. Ricky Nichols now going the length of the ice. He's got some room. He sends it cross ice to the corner. Mason Beach there trying to make a play on it. So was Ben Grace. Nichols there. Oh, tried to keep it in. Hopped over his stick. And then an offside. So neutral zone face-off. Ricky Nichols with Beach and Schwab. Sloan and Burkhardt out there on defense. They get it back to Sloan. Sloan chips it into the zone. Frank Schwab back there in pursuit. Ricky Nichols able to keep it along the boards. Cross the corner, trying a centering pass. Knocked away by Shaker. Hank Schwab back there now. Burkhardt disrupts that. Kept in by Beach, but then Shaker's back again. Now Shaker gets it out to the point. Shot tipped away by Biggs. Now Nichols has it. He hits it along the boards. It leaves the zone. Sent up the boards from Sloan. Now to Nichols. Nichols now has it. He gets it up to Peter Koski. Oh, got tipped aside though. Now chipped in and touching the net, causing a stoppage of play as they are back at full strength. Shaker Heights. So this will be a neutral zone face-off. 4 minutes, 21 seconds left here in the third. Face-off taken by Archer. Sloan knocks it out of the zone. And in pursuit, Peter Koski ties it up. He's got it. He sends it forward. Just out of reach of Archer, though. And now Burkhardt plays it along the boards. Up to Archer. Now Burkhardt chips it in. Burkhardt now going in the corner with it. He's still got it. He's looking to make a play. He chips it in front. Oh, nobody there. But it comes out to the board. Sloan has it. He wraps it back around the back of the net. Now Peter Koski and Schaefer back there. And then looking to make a play on it was Sloan. Just missed with the stick. But then he edges somebody out again. There was an offsides, but no call, and a shot blocked by Burkhardt. And then chipped out forward. Blocked again by Peter Koski. Centering pass. Collected by Archer. Tried to tip it forward. Now Peter Koski with a good stick on the ice gets it up and trying to get it out, but that's collected again by Shaker Heights. And knocked back. Shaker collects. Rotating up to blocked by Biggs and then chipped out of the zone by Webb Sloan. Now Shaker resetting. Looking to go opposite side of the ice. They do. Shot. Ooh, off the post. In the corner. Mason Cooper now coming off the bench has the puck. He's going to wrap it around the boards hard. But collected at the point by Shaker. Looking to make a play on it. Archer stood tall, knocked it away. And back out at the point again. Now Archer's got a little bit of a breakaway. He's hustling. He takes a shot. And it is swallowed up by the Shaker goaltender. And held on to, so we'll have a face-off in the Findlay offensive zone. Just over 2.5 minutes left here in the third. Mason Cooper takes face off for the Trojans. He chips to the side to Mason Beach. Gets caught up in the referee's skates and knocked out. Eddie Homewood has it, and it's going to be offsides as it gets tipped in, but Findlay players still exiting the zone. Mason Cooper now with the face-off for the Trojans. 6 out of side, gets it into the zone and then knocked back out by Shaker. Now Henry Fort there makes a play, nice play against the boards. He's got a little bit of room. He's going to try to center it to Mason Cooper. Oh, and that almost went in! Just off the stick of the goaltender. And that's going to be an icing. So we're going to get back to the Findlay offensive zone for this face-off. This time to the blocker side of goaltender for Shaker Heights. Mason Cooper takes face-off for the Trojans. He gets it back to Homewood. Homewood sends it down to Beach. Beach sends it down to Teagarden, looking for some space. Tried to center it. Hits the skate of the Shaker Heights player. Then wrapped around the boards. Homewood still got it. Now Cooper has it as it gets knocked out. He gets it back to Homewood. Gets it back to Teagarden. Beach is there. He's got it. He's in the slot. He fires a shot. Glove saved and then dropped by the Shaker Heights goaltender, but frozen. Just over a minute and a half left here in game 2. Ricky Nichols with the face-off, and they're going to blow this dead and do it again. Now Shaker Heights has it, looking to kill some time, it appears. Good job by Peter Koski, who's getting hooked down there in the corner, but no call. The stick was Shape tried to get that centering pass. Ben Grace there battling for it. And now it's out. Ricky Nichols has it. He gets it up to Peter Koski. Gets it back to Sloan. Over to Grace. Tied up. Now Nichols has it. He's going to go through a couple guys. He gets an elbow thrown into his back. No call. And now Sloan's got it. He's going to look for some space. Nice cross-ice pass to Rylan Peterkowski. He's going to chip this forward to Ricky Nichols, trying to get a shot off. It just couldn't happen. Now Ben Grace tries to keep it in the zone, but Shaker Heights comes up with it. Now Webb Sloan has it. Less than 30 seconds left here in the game. This puck bounces around in the neutral zone. Ben Grace gets it out. Then gets sent deep. Webb Sloan to collect. Just 10 seconds left here in the game, folks. As they battle for it in the corner. And that's your game, folks. So this one goes to Shaker Heights 7-1. First game went to Shaker 2-1. But thank you for joining us. Join us again next weekend as we've got a slate of 4 games, 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday. We'll be broadcasting live. Thank you for watching. Everybody stay safe and warm out there on this snowy Saturday.